people are trying to improve with Genji. Now, I will show you as much things as I can with this character and stuff, because I've been playing this character for the past 5 years. And, I just want to say, do not expect to freaking get better instantly after this guide. This will take some time and stuff, because this character is hard to master. Alright. So first thing with Genji, what you want to do is whenever you want to play safe and not go aggressive, you use this. You use primary fire, primary fire, and secondary fire. AKA, which is called fan attack. This fan attack is basically like a shotgun, like oh, you see right here? Like stuff like that. But then when I do this, there's a major difference. Look, let me, for example, I'm gonna try on this Hanzo. Basically, if you're up close to somebody, you can just go like that. And Genji has 30 ammo capacity. That's how much you can hold. And you might see what's in the middle is the ult charge. And there is some text that Genji can do and stuff, which is this. Like this. You can do melee and shuriken animation cancel. That does 210 damage. And the only bad thing is if you do it, and if you press any of your attacks, it doesn't come out because it's stuck in an animation, like cancel thing. So only do that if you know that you're gonna get a kill confirm. It won't do as much damage. So basically, for 200 HP, it can work like this. And for dash, you can do this. You new players might be like doing this and stuff. But what you don't know is Genji can do this. Basically, you do a fan attack animation cancel dash, which is good for rushing people to try to hit somebody before you go in full out. And the characters you should be avoiding is like Moira. Oh, let me go to the character selection real quick. My bad. Characters you should be avoiding and stuff and not going in all the time is Zarya, Junker Queen, Doom, Pharah, let's see what else. Moira, Brig, Sombra, Symmetra, and Winston. Those are the characters you should be careful with, and also Hog, because he can hook you and he can instantly 200. He can instantly kill you, kill a DPS with a headshot. Only if they miss though. And also watch out for Mei, because she cannot freeze you anymore, but she can make it where where she does so much damage to the primary fire and you can't really move that much, like that fast. So this, which is Deflect. What Deflect does is, what you can tell, deflect some, which can deflect damage stuff. I go right here, real quick. You see these robots? But you gotta aim at them in order to do that, which I kind of find insanely hard with people moving and stuff. And there's some things Genji cannot deflect, such as Zarya Beam, Symmetra Beam. Yeah, Zarya Beam, Symmetra Beam, Moira, and let's see who else. And Winston. You cannot block any of those people's abilities, stuff. Like you cannot. Oh, well, not abilities, but they're like shooting and stuff, because it's a beam that's hitting you. You can't deflect a beam, obviously. So if that's ever happened to you where you're low, you always do this. So there's a Zarya in front of me, for example, and then you go like that. You try to run away, and if you didn't know, Genji can walk line stuff, and dash. You're gonna be needing it a lot. And so you see my dash, right? If I get a kill, you get your dash back instantly. And if you want to do this with your Dragon Blade, which I recommend you do some drills and practice, like custom codes and stuff, like you can search it up on YouTube and everything. What you can do, now I don't recommend this all the time, but you can do this if you want to. People do it, pro players do this, but I don't recommend it all the time. They go like this. And, yeah. So, Dragon Blade makes it where you get your dash back instantly, stuff, which is really good stuff. So you can do that, and you could do a combo with Genji where it does way more damage, called Nana Blade and stuff, like Ana. If she nanas you and you have like lightning around you, for a new player, prepare for Genji. because you're really gonna have to like practice and everything. This is not gonna take days. This is gonna take probably like a couple weeks, or maybe a month or so to like kind of get better with him. And you want to use this primary fire for mostly poking by like using it far range a bit. Do not go like that at all. That is a really bad idea. Never do that, because you're gonna be missing your shots and everything with people moving and stuff. That's why I recommend use this up close. And this is for like far range for poking stuff. And I recommend, I'll show you guys my settings and stuff, like my binds I recommend you using. You guys don't have to use it, it's completely fine, but I recommend it though.
You're the focused warrior.
So Genji, what you can do is you can dash, hold the fan, and then you do the melee. Basically you press dash, so press dash, hold your fan attack, and then press melee. Like this. Like that. It's gonna be a little bit hard to get used to it, but you can do it. Oh, and also Genji can do this also. You can do that if you want to. Don't do it close range, obviously. Do it always far range. And Blade. And Blade, I recommend like you always use dash, because if you don't use dash with the Blade, you're gonna die really fast, and then people are gonna be hitting you. You might get ulted. And don't expect to get good with Blade like, you know, like instantly and stuff. Like it takes a bit of a while stuff. So if you get like at least 1 kill, 2 kills, that's all good and stuff. But but I really recommend that, like, you know, you practice, do some drills and everything like that, because so that you can get used to it and stuff. Do like Genji aim practice, because Genji can't aim like other characters and stuff like that. Like he doesn't, you know, his aim is not precise and some stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like for a good, so there's accuracy, weapon accuracy. For a good weapon accuracy for Genji is 25%, because that just proves, you know, well, not prove, but it tells you that, you know, you're doing good stuff. But any lower, then you're kind of, then the weapon accuracy, then if it's any lower than 25%, then it's not good at all, because then you're not really doing that good with Genji, because you need to aim in order to like get the kills and everything. And yeah, and there might be a Genji nerf for him that might destroy the character. So if you're gonna still be learning this character, yeah, this is gonna take even more longer, because it's been all over Twitter about Genji gonna get nerfed, maybe stuff majorly, like really bad stuff. So I'm not 100% if it's true. It hasn't come in yet. So yeah. And literally, like, wait, hold up. Like, let me show you an example. I recommend for tanks, like such as Reinhardt, or any tank, honestly. So always do not just go in like this, like all like that, like when he's high HP or and stuff, because he will die by him, because if his teammates, you know, gonna be behind him, he's gonna have a shield and everything. I recommend if he's probably like this kind of HP or stuff, or maybe a tiny bit higher. You can go like that and just, you know, do that and stuff. Yeah.
Until next time.
But I recommend don't just rush in with dash to the tanks and stuff. To get the kills and everything, I recommend go for supports and DPS, because if you really don't, then you're gonna have a really tough time trying to kill these like tanks and stuff, because you're gonna need your team. And just saying, do not ever blade without your team. Like, you need your team in order, like, to like get a good blade, because if you're just gonna go by yourself and use blade, then you're gonna get, like, you know, probably soul ulted. You're gonna get easily destroyed because it's just one Genji stuff. So you, like, it won't even be that, you know, difficult to kill you stuff. Because, you know, if you really think about it, you know, there's gonna be teammates all over distracting all of them, and they're gonna be focusing you still, yeah, but not the entire team, because they're gonna try to get some of the other teammates, and maybe they might even get distracted by you to the point where they might use ult and stuff. And if you didn't know, Reinhardt, when he swings his hammer, you can deflect it, but it doesn't deflect any damage. And I recommend when he throws fire charge, you deflect the fire charge, because you can. He throws 2, by the way, now in this game. Now Overwatch 1 stuff. He used to throw 1, now he throws 2, but I got a nerf by 10 damage, so it's 90 stuff instead of 100. So you can deflect ult charge, like the fire charge, and try to hit people and try to get some good amount of ult charge stuff. And you can deflect. You can stop deflecting. Or if you want to, you could do this. Well, if I can get my deflect back, you could do this.
Do your worst.
Like deflect it and try to run away. Stuff like you're deflecting bullets and try to give it back. Stuff like you can try to dash out to, you know, get back with your team. Stuff, but I do not recommend you just do this and then go in like that if you're low HP or at all, or just, you know, not at all, because only do that when you have your team with you. Stuff. And like I recommend you watch out people such as Monkey stuff and Zarya. Zarya is probably like one of the like people that cause more trouble a bit. And you could do combo ults with Zarya, like her Black Hole, yeah, Graviton Surge. You could do Nano Blade for Ana. They could do Kiriko and stuff, Kitsune, and Brig. Well, no, not really Brig. Whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can't really combo ult with anybody else other than that. And yeah. Oh, or you could use a Mercy Pocket for damage boosting, because she could heal and damage boost. So if you want to, you could, you know, do that. And if you're, you know, naned or damage boosted, you can do this. Now, I'm not naned boosted or damage boosted, so obviously, you know, I can't do it. But instead of you, like, blading, like, you slash someone, dash in, and then slash them again. If you're damage boosted or naned, you can just, you know, slash and then dash in, and then you kill them. But that's for 200 HP characters, though. You're gonna get anybody, then run away with Deflect if you have it. Stuff. But, I recommend if you want, like, play safe sometimes, like, by poking people with this, with primary fire. Because if you don't, then you will, you know, die if you try to, like, you know, use the fan attack. Because Genji is supposed to get, like, you know, pretty high damage and stuff. And if he has, like, 3 counters in a team, then I recommend you switch off and probably go to someone else. Unless if you're really confident in yourself that you could win this stuff, then yeah, then alright. But, yeah. I recommend do not use Genji in competitive if you're, like, you know, beginner and stuff. Like, I recommend you, like, actually, like, we're to the point where you're really good with him, and then I recommend you pick him for comp. And if I can be sure, I'm pretty sure Genji is currently meta right now. I think it's gonna end short though, stuff, because it only lasts for like a week or 2. But I'm not sure if he's meta. I'm pretty sure he is though. And for Genji stuff, like, just always just, you know, when you get up close, always fan attack them, stuff. And if you need to get back, use Deflect, stuff. And when you're blading, do, you know, like, use it, don't, like, save it in, like, try to get at least somebody. Don't just, like, save it for the whole game and then use it at the perfect timing. Don't ever use it perfect timing. Just use it, don't use it for yourself at all. Don't use it for yourself and shit. Like, by, like, you know, like, trying to get the team stuff when you're by yourself. That is not a good idea at all. Because that will be death and a waste of ult stuff. And, like, not go in with you know, when if your team's not here stuff. Now, if someone is low or something like that, then what you could, now if someone's low, what you could do is this. Like, hold up, I gotta make concept low. Like, you could do this. Because if you, don't forget, if you kill them, like, look at my dash. I get my dash back. Even if it's an assist, you'll still get your dash back. But if I do this, I hit somebody, and then one of my teammates get him, then, like, in enough time, like, before, like, you know, like, I don't know, like 10 seconds of crap, then whatchamacallit, you will get your dash stuff back, which is really good. So if you want to, you could do this. If someone's low and you're confident that, you know, you're like high health and stuff, then I recommend you go like this and then dash back. I messed that up. That was my bad. Hold up. Let me do this again. Alright. Oh crap, he's not dying. Alright. Oh, protect 2. Like this.
My aim is unerring.
Like, you dash into them and then you dash back, like, somewhere, like, in the high ground. Genji should be a bit in the high ground, kind of. Like, not like a bit, like, you know. Because then it'll be, you know. Because then they'll have difficulty, you know, trying to get you. So, if you're on the high ground. And do not forget, Genji can walk line stuff. And also, Genji has a double jump. Every other character does not have a double jump, but Genji does. He has double jump. So, which is good. And you can just go like this. Stuff. Just practice. And like that. Exactly, just like that. But yeah, those are for the beginners. If you guys want to play Genji at all, stuff. That's really it. Now for the last thing, I'll show you my controls. I recommend you do not use these kind of settings if you're a beginner and stuff. Like, I mean, it's whatever you want though, but it might feel uncomfortable for you since this is gonna be really fast settings. So I recommend you do not, you know, like, pick these settings just instantly if you're a beginner. I recommend you pick like slow settings and stuff like a bit, and then try to like get used to them, and then switch to fast settings. Basically, just take baby steps, pretty much. So these are the binds I use: circle for crouch, L1 for jump. For you, it might be different. So LB for jump. I forgot what the stick name is for Xbox and stuff. I have L3, aka the left stick, for dash stuff. You could use the same thing for your Xbox controller stuff. And ability 2, I use you can use LT for deflect if you want to. Ultimate, I use triangle. For you, it'll be Y. Interact, I recommend X. Primary fire, it could be R2 stuff if you want it to be. Well, I recommend you really do it because it will not be comfortable if you don't do that. Secondary fire, you can have this at L2 or whatchamacallit, R1, but I recommend R1. Melee, you're gonna have that at R3 and stuff, and obviously you're gonna reload at square and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna do stuff like this again, but this is, yeah, that's really it. Alright, well, I will go rest of you guys. Night, evening, day, night, evening, whatever. And see y'all.